What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on MMTLP and FINRA Saga.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed, born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And I have to say that today's video was in danger because there are not so many news directly related to our story, and I thought that probably I have to postpone this video, but then I found some interesting details that might be very important for us as a community, and that shows why we have so many articles that are trying to push our efforts down and that try to say that we are not a community and we don't deserve any type of settlements. And before we dive deep into all of this, please hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, share this video with your friends and family, and drop me a line in the comment section if you like my videos. So, and let's start with the news. I have to say that there are not so many news directly related to our story, even on MMTLPresources.com. The latest news was published on June 23rd, and it was the news, then the update from Rosa Towel lawsuit. But let me show you this tweet first of all. Curtis wrote, let me show you just several hours ago, he wrote, MMTLP, it's not just Forbes, but also the Wall Street Journal and Bloomberg. Modern finance journalism is strictly pay to play. It's pretty interesting that these major media outlets have taken a sudden interest in a dead ticker MMTLP. Thank you for spotlighting their corruption. And the original tweet was made by Unusual Whales regarding the article that was published by Brendan Kochkodin on Forbes. And he wrote, "This is a real article from Forbes describing that naked short selling isn't a real thing. Literally, on June the 12th, the SEC charged investment advisor Saga Management LLC and its managing partner Hal D. Mintz with fraud in connection with naked short selling." And I have to say that I found even more information, and I think the main reason of these articles, that we can see these articles in a number of major social media, is this one. I showed you this tweet in one of my previous videos, and it is very important. Hands of Steel wrote, and by the way, Hands of Steel, another headliner, his name is Jae-Yoon Park, and he filed another lawsuit against FINRA. And he wrote, Stage 1. First, they ignore you. Stage 2, then they laugh at you. Stage 3, then they fight you. Stage 4, you win. MMTLP, we are at stage 3. Keep fighting the good fight. And yes, they try to fight us. And let me show you that Richard Hoffman also made a video, and he published it 12 hours ago. And it is a live stream with JR. And I don't want to dive deep into the entire video. I want to pay your attention on just one part of this video, where Richard Hoffman stated that when he does due diligence regarding different stocks, first of all, he reads the article. And not only just a pure reading of this article, but also he's trying to find out where this article was originally published and who owns the social media where this article was published. And it is very important because you all know that Fox News and CNN are completely different news media, and definitely they will publish completely different opinions regarding different persons. And this is very important to know, and Richard Hoffman, shout out to him, describes perfectly well his opinion about this situation. On top of that, let me remind you that recently Syntax Queen of the Metaverse wrote this tweet, and I also covered it in one of my previous videos. And this tweet is about two different articles that both was published on Forbes, and it was published within a 5-year span. And they have a completely different opinion regarding the naked shorting. First of all, they stated that this is a real problem, and second one, they stated that it is not a problem and nothing to worry about this. But let me quote you this. Why such a drastic shift on naked shorting at Forbes? Maybe it was the purchase of Forbes by Luminary Technologies, whose largest shareholder are BlackRock, State Street, owned by BlackRock, and Vanguard, who has the largest stake in BlackRock. Could BlackRock be using their power to influence media? New footage from James O'Keefe suggests yes. In fact, it is stated that BlackRock purchases politicians and members of government. Could this be why FINRA and the SEC seem to be turning a blind eye to so much of the corruption we are seeing from BlackRock? Or maybe they are more complicit in nature. After all, BlackRock manages the trading portfolio for FINRA. And yes, I think something wrong with this news media in general, because this news media belongs to some major funds, and these major funds has a huge profits from the illegal trading, and allegedly it is happening right now on the market. And probably these funds try to fight against us in order to prevent any activity in this case. And this will help them to stay in limbo on the markets, and this will help them to gain even more profits. But our main goal is to unite and bring this information to as many people as we can, because only in this case we will be able to win this battle and we will receive the transparent markets. And to do so, please hit the like button for YouTube algorithm and share this video with your friends and family. Share it on Reddit thread regarding MMTLP, share it on every social media that you can, and share it on stocktweets.com website. On top of that, let me show you another quite interesting details. Cable wrote, MMTLP, some interesting stuff on Forbes and how to get stories published. We've had 3 recently, if my math is correct. And here is the screenshot, I guess it is from Google search results. And the question is, how much does it cost to be in Forbes magazine? Based on the journal feedback system, the average publication fees of Forbes are around $1,666.7. To publish in Forbes with open access license, authors are required to pay inaugural article publishing charges of $1,666.7 US. And he added, MMTLP, and it appears this is no easy feat. And the question is it hard to get featured on Forbes? And the answer is, I have years of experience getting clients featured in prestigious publications, but even PR experts can't expect to get people in Forbes without prior top-tier publication placements first. Getting into business publications like Forbes is hard work. So, on the one hand, you can pay less than $2,000 and you will be able to publish your article on this news media. But on the other hand, it might be quite difficult if your opinion is completely different with the opinion of the owners of this news media. And on top of that, Cable added 7 hours ago this information. They do accept submissions though. I don't have the spare time, but maybe someone would like to write up a journalistic piece that's actually balanced and see if they can get it published. And then again, he added this screenshot. Does Forbes accept submissions? And the answer is, we are always interested in your feedback. If you have story ideas or news you'd like us to cover, reach out to tips@forbes.com. And probably some authors from our community might write an article and try to publish it on Forbes. And even if it takes less than $2,000 to do so, probably we will collect this money by some crowdfunding actions, and if it happens, it will be a major news regarding our community. So I think it is a good idea, and I have to say that the problem is not only in this news media. Let me show you another tweet that was made by Huckleberry, and he wrote, there should also be a 15C2-11 exemption form submitted to FINRA, which includes the identifying information of the firm requesting exemption. From the giant list of revoked approvals, it begs the question, why did FINRA take a different stance with MMTLP, even though they are alerted by John Burda within days of trading on OTC markets, but they let it trade for over a year? Was it because the underlying security was part of your Vanguard investment within your savings plans? And he also reposted the tweet that was made by Syntax Queen of the Metaverse. And she wrote, unless you bring from overseas using an unsponsored ADR, but there should be a form F6. Sorry if the F is redundant. Either way, when the financials were shown to be false, FINRA had an obligation to halt trading, in my opinion. Instead, they allowed it to trade for over a year after the original whistleblower report by the SEC.gov, only to pull the blue sheets after over a year of trading and days before halting MMTLP, and disproportionately harming retail in what looks like an attempt to protect hedge funds. What did they see in those blue sheets, and why are they refusing transparency in regards to trading data? So, yes, it is the main question, why they don't want to release the blue sheets. Something in these blue sheets, definitely something in it. And this means we have to unite and we have to fight till the very end. And we have a lot of headliners who fight for us, and I think eventually we'll win this battle. So, if you like my video, please hit the like button, subscribe to my channel and share this video with your friends and family. And see you guys and girls next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gone live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get